When we talk about the term, again, under the cover of war, and look back in history, it's as though nobody really wants to pay attention to Palestine, even though there has been so much to pay attention to. And it's only because over the course of the past 2.5 years, we've been witnessing just this most horrific genocide that's been before our very eyes that is nonstop and streamed to us by the very people who are living through it and trying to survive it. There has been attention to it. And you can see that all that it took was some sort of fluffy 20-point plan that doesn't make any sense, with a Ponzi scheme that was put together to accompany this 20-point plan. And now the war, that eyes have completely shifted elsewhere. And this isn't to say that there isn't a lot of support for Palestine worldwide. There is. But in terms of breaking that impasse that you talk about, it's hard for me to see where that's going to change. Now, I am somebody who believes that we're not without power, and I'm not somebody who believes in constant despair. I don't think we have the luxury of being in despair. And I do believe in the power of these actions, everything like these direct actions, like the awareness that activists around the world are raising, and so on. And for me, this is where the energy is going to need to go, because it's only through those efforts that I think there's going to be some shift, some change. To somehow assume that the change is going to come from the top down is to have a real lack of understanding of international politics. And so for me, the only thing that I see that's going to push an end to this is focusing on these measures of accountability. Now, this is unfortunately slow. These efforts are slow. These measures are slow. They take a long time. And it took genocide for people to even be getting to this point. But in the face of real lack of international leadership on Palestine, and domestic leadership on Palestine as well, I have to be clear, I just don't see where the other lever points are going to be. I think that one of the things that we're going to be battling against a lot is this idea of despair and this feeling of helplessness and the feeling of hopelessness. And it's something that we have to keep alive in us, that we have to keep pushing back against that.